Good morning, students. Welcome to the part 2 video of science class on chapter number 8, body movements. Still now we have discussed the movement of human being, isn't it? Now let's discuss the walk or movement of animals, and that is known as gait of animals. First, let's discuss about earthworm. You might have observed an earthworm moving on the soil in a garden, isn't it? Have you observed its movement? The body of an earthworm is made up of many rings, which is joined end to end. An earthworm does not have bones. It has muscles which help to extend and shorten the body. During the movement, the earthworm first extends the front part of the body and then releases at the end. This makes it move forward by a small distance. So, earthworm moves by expansion and contraction. Earthworms can move on hard and slippery surfaces. Earthworms have tiny hair-like bristles which help them to grab the soil. The body secretes a slimy or sticky substance which help the body to move. This activity of an earthworm makes the soil fertile. You might have observed this organism, isn't it? What is it called? Yes, it is called a snail. Snail have a rounded structure on its back which is called shell. It's the outer skeleton and it is made up of calcium carbonate. This protects the soft body of snail. The strong muscular foot below the shell can protrude or helps in dragging the body. The undersurface of the muscular foot is lubricated with a mucus. Snail walks in a wavy motion. Cockroach. Cockroach is one of the common organism or insect which is found in our houses, isn't it? The cockroach has 3 pairs of legs that help to walk and 2 pairs of wings which help them to fly. The body is covered with hard outer skeleton which helps in the movement. The muscle near the legs helps them walking, and muscles near the chest move the wings. Birds. Birds fly in the air and walk on the ground, isn't it? Some birds like ducks, swans swim in water. Birds have hollow and light body which helps them to fly. The bones of hind limbs are for walking and perching, and forelimbs are modified as wings. The breastbone or sternum are modified to hold the muscles of flight which are used to move the wings up and down. How do fishes move? They swim, isn't it? The head and tail of the fish are smaller than the middle portion of the body. This body shape is called streamlined. The shape of the fish is such a way that they can flow easily in the water. The skeleton of fish is covered with strong muscles. During swimming, muscles make the front part of the body curve to one side and the tail part swings towards the opposite side. The fish forms a curve and it makes the fish move forward. The fish also has fins along with the tails. The fins helps to keep the balance of the body and to keep direction while swimming. Snakes. Snakes moves in a S shape or in a zigzag manner. They cannot move in a straight line. Snakes have long backbone and many interconnected muscles that help them to slither or move. They have muscles connecting backbone, ribs, and skin. Snake can easily move in grass, sand, and water. Snakes do not have arms or legs, but even then they can climb the trees. The framework of bones that gives shape to our body is called skeleton. Without other bones, it looks like a jelly. The skeleton helps in the movement of a human. Now let's discuss parts of a skeleton. The skull, the backbone, the rib cage, the limbs. First let's discuss about the skull. Skull is made of bones of the head and face. Jaw is the only movable joint. The function of the skull is to protect the brain, which is an important organ of the body. The rib cage. The rib cage is a bony structure present in the chest area. There are 12 pairs of ribs present in a human being. Backbone. The backbone is known as the spine. The backbone runs from the back of the skull to the lower back of the body. The limbs. In this picture, you can see forelimbs as well as hind limbs. Forelimbs are modified into hands. It has collarbone as well as shoulder bone. Hind limbs are modified into legs, which helps in the movement. Pelvic bone. Pelvic bone enclose or surround the portion of your body below the stomach. This is the part you sit on. So far we have discussed about many bones as well as joints. But there are different parts of skeleton that are not hard as the bones and which can be bent. These are called cartilage. On the upper part of the ear has a cartilage. It is very soft. Cartilage is also found in the joints of the body.